Hello fellow garden rail enthusiasts. Yes, now what I've got here is a PDF models kit which I've made, and it is the PDF it's I believe a Quarry Hunslet, or based around that theme, and it's the model that they call it Leanne. Now this is the same colour scheme that they use on their website. I went for that because I quite liked it. It's a self-contained kit. It's a motor, battery box, and everything you need to get this up and running with an on-off switch, basically, on your railway line. Ignore the wagon on the back at the moment. Now, of course, I never set this up or made this with the batteries or the battery box. I actually made this originally with one of these, which I saw in the Garden Rail magazine. It's a very basic radio control for it. You have a little remote and the speed control, if you want to call it that, is simply that. And it's basically all you do is 2 wires in from the battery, 2 wires out to the motor. And what this is an LED controller for fairy lights. Lights which you may have up in your living room or on your Christmas tree or whatever, that kind of thing. And the remote turns the lights on and off, controls the brightness or the mode, the speed at which they flash and all that sort of thing. Now I tried connecting it up, this particular kit up, or the motor in here, because that's all you're working with really is the motor, and I tried connecting it up to one of these, but I didn't get on with it. I didn't get on with mine. It was very hit and miss when I turned it on. Sometimes I found that it was in the mode setting and the train would literally pulse along the track, and it took me a little while before I realised that it was actually, obviously the unit thinks it's operating fairy lights. Now with a bit of practice and a bit of memory you probably could get used to this, but I couldn't get on with it. So I took all that system out. It did work to a degree, but like I say, I couldn't get on with it. So I took it out, and what I did was I bought myself brand new one of these off of the famous auction site, and it was about £19, £20, free delivery, you know the kind of idea. And I bought one of these, and this is a very simple radio control car, and you get a very small controller unit, basically forwards, backwards, and then the steering of the car on here as well. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to take the electronics out of this and using the remote and put it into my PDF models kit. So when you open this up, I was hoping, I didn't know for sure, but I was hoping that there was going to be a very small circuit board in there with all the electronic wizardry all in one little unit, and it was. All I did was I took that out of there and connected it up in the back here. So I put the circuit board in this little wagon, the battery pack is in there as well. The wire goes from this wagon through underneath the back of the loco, and the wires go up to the motor, which is obviously underneath the loco here, and there's a switch on the back here. Now if I turn the remote control on, see there's a light there that starts to flash. I turn the switch on that I've mounted on the back here, that originally came out of the RC car, like that, and that stops flashing, which means they're paired together, and that will start going. Now that is good enough for me. I mean, like I say, that was £19 for the whole thing, and all I've done is I've taken it out of the car and I've put it into the wagon and connected the motor wires up to the motor of the loco, and it works fine for me. The range on this little unit is a lot better than you would get, say, on one of these, and that works fine for me. So that's what I did with that. I just thought I'd do a short video on that and show you what I did with mine. The other 4 wagons that I've got connect up onto the back of this. Eventually I'll get some kind of black foam cover to go over this so you don't see that so much. And that's how that is. I mean, you probably would have seen video clips of this loco go around on my track, and that is the system that I use when you see it in those videos. Anyway, that's it for that. Thanks for watching, and I will no doubt be posting up another video soon. Bye for now.